is a daily routine for many women around the world. But nobody thinks how hazardous these products can get to their skin, as many chemicals are used in the making of these products. To make beauty products skin friendly, a homegrown brand called Type Beauty Inc. created a smart makeup with the help of science that gives a long-term benefit to the skin. Hello everyone, this is Prachi Tiwari for SME Futures, and today we are interacting with Ananya Kapoor, the founder and the CEO of Type Beauty Inc., to know what inspired her to start this brand.
For me, my entrepreneurial journey kind of started from childhood almost. So my parents are both entrepreneurs, so I've always seen that growing up, and my perspective has always been that I wanted to start something. I think I just didn't know what I wanted to do until later in life. I think I got super into chemistry, I went to college, got a degree, and I realized that I wanted to do something technical but still in the business field. So I think from that plus my obsession with makeup and skincare, Type was born, and I decided that I wanted to create something that was different from what's out there in the market, which is why we do semi-customized makeup, and it's nothing you'll ever see with any other brand in the world at this time. That's where my inspiration comes from. So if anyone asks me what inspired me to do Type, it's literally just it's like you guys. That's what it is. It's all about the consumer. I always like to say we are skincare infused makeup first, always. But I think what really makes us different is the fact that every product we do comes in types, which is why we're called Type. For example, you'll have a foundation range which has 4 different foundations based on 4 different skin types. So you'll have Calm On for sensitive skin, you'll have Get Even for combination and pigmented skin, you'll have Decrease for aging skin, dry skin, and you'll have Matte Up for oily acne prone skin. So we categorize skin types in such a way that everyone can find something for them. That's not just about the active ingredients we put into the product, it also varies basis the formulation. So the finish that you get for each product will be different in that same range of 4 that we're launching together. So they're not actually chemical free. They are clean, which means that we use ingredients that are not toxic for the skin, that are not harmful to you. But that being said, we do use skincare active ingredients. We use a salicylic acid, we use a niacinamide, we use vitamin C, we use all of these things to kind of give you the best finish, and that's what makes it targeted to you. But we make sure we use non-toxic ingredients that are clean based on Sephora standards, all these standards that are coming up now, to make sure that the product is not something that's going to harm your skin. Then everything is dermatologist tested to prove that it's actually, even the acne with lines which are stronger have been proven to be okay for sensitive skin, so you can kind of use them anywhere. After which we even consumer test the products to make sure that they actually work on your skin. So at every step of the process, we're giving you confirmation that the product works. So each product is different and each product has a different journey. I think the way we like to do it is we first start out by making a base, which is the base formulation for the product. Then we kind of add in the pigment, and the whole product is then homogenized together. Then of course there's a whole QC process that everything goes through. No product is ever launched without being in stability for a few months. So that we know that it works for this climate and that you won't see too much separation, you won't see problems with the product a few months in. So that is a very important step of the process, and of course then we get the packaging and everything and we launch a product for you. Our strength lies in our differences. The fact that we're a smaller brand, we're a more niche brand, we're catering to a very specific subset of people, right? We're catering to that educated class who want something that's better for them, right? you have big players in the market. Everyone is doing some version of makeup, some version of skincare. What we're giving them is something that combines the two and is tailored to them, which is kind of where the educated consumer comes in. So that's how we're trying to segregate ourselves from everyone else. For us, our concealers and our smudge sticks actually, which recently launched, are our best-selling products. I think for us, like the base range is kind of where it came out, because you can actually tell what the brand is all about with that, right? You can find what works for your skin, you can find, your specific type, your specific shade. We also have a really massive shade range, which makes it very accessible for people to actually come and find something that's exactly for them. So the foundation and the concealers, definitely. I think it's the shade range. I think it's the fact that you can find something that will heal and conceal at the same time. And recently the smudge sticks, because I feel like those are very easy to use products and people really do enjoy that aspect of things always. We get a lot of positive responses from customers, but I think the one that has always been closest to my heart is one of our customers reached out to us on Instagram actually, and I just happened to be on it that day and I happened to see it. But she was someone who's suffering from cystic acne and was having a really hard time. Obviously, dermatologist treatments and everything is required at that stage, right? But she was telling me how our products and our concealer, specifically the Quit one, has given her the confidence to leave the house. And I think for me, that's what it's all about. And we have had multiple other stories like this as well, but I think these kind of stories are really what make the brand for me. When people try one or two products, I think they kind of fall in love and they come back for more. So we do have a pretty high repeat customer rate, and I think our customers are basically people who are educated, who are looking to research their skincare, who want science-backed beauty for themselves. And that is what it's all about, I think, for us. So we do get a couple of orders from abroad. Currently, we're focusing on India. It's going to be a year this week for us, so it's still very new. Currently, we're focusing on India, but of course, we'd love to expand abroad. I think the beauty industry is definitely growing at this stage. I think with the country growing and progressing the way that it is, more and more people are looking to invest in beauty and take care of themselves in that specific way. Everyone wants the best product out there, and I think that's where the industry is really booming, because everyone wants to feel like every product they have at this point in time is something that's going to help them on a personal level. It's always been about the consumer, so I want to make products that are just your type. My goal is that we eventually get to a point where our consumers are coming to us and telling us exactly what they want, so that we can create products for them. Currently, we have the products segregated by certain skin types and skin concerns, but I would love it if our consumers came to us and said, hey, you know what, this is my skin type and this is my skin concern. Can you create something special for my skin type? And if we get enough of those responses, we can actually create something like a separate subset for them. That is my goal eventually, that the products that we churn out are coming from our consumers. I think that for us, we're Startup India registered, so that's obviously a great step forward, and I think the government is really trying to support startups. The only thing I always feel and I always face is that it's India. At the end of the day, the bureaucratic process is extremely long and tiresome. So that tends to frustrate me at times. I feel like that could be streamlined better, but otherwise I think the government's doing a good job to promote startups and to promote the ecosystem. For me, with any new entrepreneur coming in, the most important thing is you have to put your heart and soul into it. At the end of the day, if you're starting something, it is a representation of you to an extent. I know type is a representation of me to some extent. I think it's really, really important that you give it your all, and definitely don't be afraid to take the risk, because the reward is just as high.
Type Beauty Inc. is changing the way makeup is perceived with their expertise and research by infusing makeup with the goodness of care.